Hi, I'm Audrey Biddle, and here's my student ID. And here's my outline that I'm going to be using. And I'm videoing this with my personal iPhone 7 Plus. And here's my audience. My topic is children and the use of technology. Parents should monitor the negative effects of technology on children because excessive use of technology prevents creative thought. It causes children to constantly be stuck in a screen and can also cause children to lose the interest of thinking for themselves. The American Psychological Association proved that although there are opportunities for technology offering great potential, there is also the danger of misuse or negative impacts on children. Julia Silva claims that the average child spends 7 to 8 hours a day using some type of technological device. Instead of staring at a screen for that extensive amount of time, children should be outside playing or some other activity that develops motor skills. The NAEYC and the Fred Rogers Center have also summarized possible negative impacts of using screen technologies on children, including irregular sleep patterns, behavioral issues, focus and attention problems, decreased academic performance, a decrease in socialization and language development, and an increase in the amount of time young children are spending in front of screens. Spending too much time on technological devices clearly has numerous impacts. If a parent has viewed these statistics, then why would they allow their children to be negatively affected by spending too much time with technology? Previously, I worked in a daycare. Throughout the day, I would consistently observe children to see how they acted and responded to others. I then did a long study on children and technology and realized that children responded better to their environments when they had limited technological use. Today in America, it seems as if children are constantly using technology and that teachers and parents are being forced to adapt to this. Technology has become the new normal in America. I would like to explain why an excessive amount of technology is harmful for a child. Throughout this speech, it will be proven why a child should not use an excessive amount of technology through the explanation of the harmful effects. First, I would like to take a minute to explain why technology can be harmful throughout the developmental stages of life. An excessive amount of technology can be a major issue when it comes to socialization and language development. By staring at a screen, children get absolutely no social interaction, and they begin to become maybe socially awkward and are unable to develop social skills. Many children struggle with social anxiety because of spending way too much time on a computer. As children get older, this can become a serious issue. If children begin constantly using technological devices at a young age, they may also have issues with language development. Struggling with language development could hurt children in many ways, especially as they get older. If a child struggles with social anxiety or language development, they are more likely extremely shy and do not know how to interact with others. It can also cause a decrease in academic performance because children will not know how to ask a teacher if they need help. The child will more than likely just sit there and not say anything or ask just to try to understand because he is too shy. The more children interact with technology, the less verbal communication skills they will develop. By only interacting with a screen, children are not being taught to branch out and talk to other people, so they are not learning to be outgoing. If every child in this upcoming generation is addicted to technology and used to only talking to people through technology, then social interaction with others will begin to die down. If this keeps occurring over and over again, it will eventually lead to a decline in society because no one will be socially interacting. Children must learn to interact with others, and this cannot be accomplished if they are constantly using technological devices. Many adults often complain about the excessive amounts of time children and teenagers spend using technology on a daily basis. Parents complain about their children, but this would not happen if they did not allow them to start using technology at an extremely young age. The use of technology can be addicting, so the earlier children start, the more and more addicted they become. This leads to children spending 7 to 8 hours using electronics daily. Now, it is time to discuss the types of technology children frequently become addicted to. A recent study by the Erickson Institute proves that technology used by children under the age of 6 is almost universal. They then begin to ask specifically what type of electronic device their children were most exposed to, and 78% of the parents replied with television. Many parents seem to think that allowing their children to watch television is a better decision than allowing them to use other types of technology. In the modern era, most television programs, even including some children's shows, contain explicit content. Therefore, television is just as bad or even worse than other technological items. While television begins to shape a child's mind into what the TV program thinks instead of allowing them to think for themselves, it places ideas and thoughts in a child's mind that begins to shape their worldview. A child's worldview drives the way children think and all people interpret the world. If their worldview is set based on the beliefs of others, then children will never truly know what they believe and exactly what they should stand up for. They will only know the opinions of others. Therefore, massive amounts of technology have been proven to introduce children to things that they should not see at a young age. Technology often makes children hate reading. Teachers and parents often wonder why children do not enjoy picking up a book and reading anymore. Since children have been exposed to technology, this has made reading seem boring. Reading extends a person's vocabulary, but technology does not expose children to a higher vocabulary. Children begin to play games and do fun things by using technology, so when picking up a book and reading is mentioned, most children shy away from it. Reading books is an essential key in developing a child's mental ability to imagining new things. By using technology, the picture is already laid out for the child to see, so therefore they are not required to develop a mental picture. When handed a book, especially without pictures, it is almost as if you must make a movie in your mind. Though through reading, you must place sentences together to create a wonderful story. Both children and adults should strive to set technology aside and learn to appreciate the wonders of books. In summary, technology definitely has some benefits, however, the cons majorly outweigh the pros. As a parent, one should attempt to limit their child's amount of technological use down to at least 2 hours a day. If a parent successfully enforces this time limit, children will be granted more time to play outside, read a book, or other activities that will build their cognitive ability. By doing this, children will learn to be creative, learn how to socially interact with other people, and use their imagination. Let's go back to our original question. Does technology have major effects on the minds and development of children? The answer is yes, and I hope that through listening to this speech, you have also realized the negative and harmful effects of technology.